And on that note, we will get started.
Yay.
Welcome back,
Unfortunate.
everybody, to a new session. We have Lucia is back with us. Where was she last session? Did she have a stomach bug? What happened? We were all.
Lucia had to go make a deal.
Oh,
A very lucrative deal.
lucrative, you say?
Yeah,
Okay.
she had first dibs on Dior season 2025. And so she had to go buy out the whole line before anybody else did.
2025. We are. It is 2029.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know, it's vintage.
Oh, but when your mother wears it, it's old.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, she'd wear something from like 2005, which is just not even, that's just ancient.
Okay. But so last session, the crew entered into the Royal Plaza Hotel. You guys tried to navigate that bustling reception, discussing strategies to gain access to certain restricted areas. Paksu tried to use his movie star status to try and push through the crowd, but you guys ended up implementing Plan B, where Alastor expertly pickpocketed key cards and phones to impersonate hotel guests, ensuring everyone could enter into the casino. And once inside, everybody split up to gather information. Delilah talked to guests and learned more about Ashley. She was seen with a man in a black suit, embroidered with a snake. Paksu, Coraline tried to access the roof and discovered that it was heavily guarded. And in the meantime, Alastor observed the security area, noting its sophisticated but not impenetrable alarm system. And I think I told you, what did I tell you, Drake? There was a few different doors.
You said there's 3.
Yes, there's 3.
And they were guarded at all times with armed security.
Yes, exactly. And so later that night, things took a turn. So that was all during the day. And then we left the casino because they were shutting it down and they were having everybody enter into their rooms and not letting anybody out. And so it looked like they were clearing out the casino, at least for today. And so later that night, Paksu experienced a spiritual attack in the car, and he felt this type of searing pain as a spirit tried to possess him. Delilah was driving. She immediately pulled over, managed to calm him down, remove the spirit, but we learned that the spirit is angry and connected to Coraline. Naya, I'm looking at you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't do nothing. I know nothing about ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. After, that happened in the car as we were on our way to Ashley's apartment. So we arrived at this kind of shabby studio apartment, found an eviction notice from 6 months ago and several clues as well. Alastor discovered some incriminating photos and emails on Ashley's laptop. Did we say that it seemed like she was being blackmailed by someone? Or that?
Yeah, then we found out the phone calls as well with somebody named Marty.
Marty, yes. So
Yeah.
it seems like she's being blackmailed by a guy named Marty. The photo showed Ashley looking completely different in each one. You could still tell it was her, but a more lazy eye, if that makes sense, wouldn't be able to differentiate between the
Casual viewer.
Yeah, especially, I don't know where she is using these powers, but if it's in a busy area, you would just think it's a different person. You need a very analytical eye to really notice, oh, that's her in every single spot. So it kind of suggests that she might have some type of shape-changing abilities. There was further investigation revealing those golden mechanical gears scattered around her apartment, or were they scattered in her apartment, or at least in her room, which looked like sequins in some light, and then transformed into, or looked like intricate gears and springs when you viewed beyond the mist as well. So there was also some investigation into that, and it showed that it was confirmed that the presence of significant mythical activity is surrounding her, the casino, this whole deal. And like Drake said, we found Ashley's cell phone, numerous calls to various numbers, random, but frequent calls, like multiple, to something that was labeled as Marty's Place, and a private number as well. So yeah, and I think at the end we all realized that we do need to return to the hotel. At least Delilah wants to return to the casino/hotel, and I feel like all the answers are there. So, additionally, some of us acknowledge the need to address Coraline's situation. You know, I don't know if Coraline wants to address it, but
Or we can just not. I mean, like,
She said once we were back at the tower we could.
well,
so.
okay. And that's where we find ourselves now, in the car ride. It's close to 8 p.m. and we're driving back to the tower. But before we do that, Alastor, would you do the opening monologue for us?
Of course. So, since we're all driving back to the tower, I'm going to have Alastor say he's going to be the one driving just in case Paksu has another issue with something trying to take over his body.
Yes.
Delilah is much more capable of handling that than he is. But during the drive, he's not distracted, but he is still like half of his mind's on driving, the other half is kind of pinging around what's going on with the case while he's thinking. Says, so we have a woman being blackmailed for shady dealings with shady people who ended up taking a swan dive off of a hotel casino's roof. Still have no idea why she was at the casino in the first place. Need to head back there, get into the box, and figure out what they've been hiding. Guarantee they've wiped the evidence by now. Hopefully Delilah has someone in the forensics department that can figure out if it's been tampered with. Need to check in with Lucia as well. I really hope she doesn't smell this vinyl seating on me or she'll never let me live it down. Paksu seems a little more shaken, though can't really blame him, all things considered. Coraline's brother is going to be an interesting challenge, but nothing I haven't weathered before. Worse for much less. Still need to talk to Lucia about it. She's going to want to host, though I really do need to stress how downplayed and subdued it all needs to be.
Oh, that's it?
Mhm.
Okay, nice. Let me give you a golf clap.
Yay!
Yeah. And also, I don't know if I've done this before, but you do get a +1 to your roll for doing the opening monologue. In your roll. It's like you can add a juice to your character sheet and just use that, whatever. You good? Okay. Drake's dying over here. Drake's turning red, you guys.
Put down the wrong pipe, then it's lemonade, so it burns.
Oh god. Oh god.
I take it, it's lemonade with cherry Kool-Aid inside of it, so it's even more sour.
Ooh. That does sound
Okay.
sour.
Yeah, my chest's only on a little bit of fire. We're good.
And yes, it's close to 8 p.m. Actually, it's closer to 7, but you guys we're on our
Point of order.
on our ride back. What'd you say?
Point of order for Lucia. We all
Yeah.
did do a downtime, so she still needs one for herself. So if she wants to
right,
do
right.
any kind of,
Yeah, so for you, Sunny, we did downtime, and it was during like after we left the casino, and then in between going to Ashley's apartment. So you could do yours now. What do you think she would be looking into?
I think it would be her socialite, like her personality, if anything. She would be while she was away, I think she's trying to find out the latest news that's going on in the upper elite, the latest, seeing if the murder has any traction, but she's not really investigating the case. She's really just going in to smooth and charm some people.
Where is she going in when you say she's going?
I assume that there's a part of the city that is just super high class.
Yeah.
And she probably has a bunch of sales associates like on speed dial who she probably calls in the middle of the night. Because I know that this was like 7 a.m. when this happened. So she probably made a phone call and was like, hey, I heard you got Diored in. Finally. Wake up. It's 7 o'clock and my day has already started.
Did you say Dior?
Yes, Diored.
Ah, okay. So, mechanically speaking, which one are you? We'll go ahead and roll downtime and then tell me which one you're selecting.
Execute downtime. Mechanically, it's give attention to one of your logos. Tell everyone at the table how you do it and mark attention on that scene.
Ah, okay. Which logos is it?
And that would be her personality, which is her radiant darling, which is her social light. I have to be
All eyes on me.
the brightest and shiniest thing in the room.
Oh, personality. Eyes on me. Oh, wow. Your possessions one already has an improvement? That was quick.
My possession? What? I don't see anything.
Oh, on my screen.
She used no. She picked the 4 option whenever we created, so she can have 2 weakness tags.
No, now for Foundry, there's a little arrow that blinks when it's time to improve. On my end, I see it blinking. You don't see it?
Oh,
Oh, okay. If you flip it over, do you see the +1 next to attention?
I do see the +1. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I don't think... Yeah, I haven't invoked any of your weaknesses that much.
There we go. Let me
Yeah.
just reset it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you marked attention on personality then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
there we go.
Okay, and so we are arriving back at the Phoenix Tower. And as you guys are making your way in,
I'm making my way.
yep. Delilah looks to Coraline. Hey, Coraline, can I pull you off to the side real quick?
Sure, yeah. What you need?
Yeah, so we're about to head back in, and we've had those 2 instances. Do you want to discuss that a little bit more?
I mean, can it wait? I mean, we can, like, settle down a bit.
Can it wait?
I mean, I think it might be able to wait. I mean, it's 2 incidents. It's not like it was like 5 or 6 or
You want to wait till it gets to
20.
5? Do you want to wait till it gets to that number?
No, I don't want to wait until it gets to that number. It's just like give me a couple minutes to just mentally process everything that just happened, you know. I know it was a lot. It's just I haven't talked about it with anybody besides my brother, and it's a lot for me.
Should we call your brother?
Please, no, please don't. If he hears about this, then he's gonna make it an argument that I need to go back home and I can't handle being in the city, yada yada yada. I don't want to deal with that conversation right now. Especially not with him.
Okay. Well, I just want to say I hope you're taking it seriously. You saw what happened to Paksu in the car, right?
What makes you think I'm not taking it seriously?
The fact that you're putting it off.
If I'm putting it off for maybe 5 minutes doesn't mean I don't want to talk about it. Well, I'd love to. It's a lot for one person, okay? I've never dealt with spirits before, and this is a new part of my life now that I gotta get used to, I guess. Especially I'm gonna be around you and Paksu, so just give me 5 minutes, okay? And she's like getting a little bit antsy about it. Like, can you please drop it? I will talk. Just leave me alone for a second.
She sighs and she just says, "Okay, if that's what you want."
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Just give me 5-10 minutes tops, and I'll be ready. Okay?
Okay. I'll be in the war room.
Poxy
Alright.
will be waiting at the door to the building,
Yeah.
and when Coraline passes by, I'll just quietly ask, so we're going up to the roof to smoke Harvey?
Yeah, after Paksu, just give me a sec, all right? And like she does like a little small smile, and then it immediately drops, and she keeps walking to her room.
Alright. Poxy looks terribly disappointed, but he'll follow.
You're following her to her room?
No. I'll go up to Alastor's and Lucia's place because they have the best stuff.
You could
Oh,
also
lovely.
get that stuff. But yes, so now that we are back at the Phoenix Tower, is the first place Alastor's going to up to his suite?
No. So once they get back to the tower, Alistair, feeling a little sleepy, or not sleepy, but just a little tired from the day's events and how early they got woken up, he's gonna head to the coffee shop first with Alighieri at the very bottom of the tower.
Yep.
He's picking up a coffee for himself and then one for Lucia. So his is going to be a cortado, and then Lucia's going to be iced latte with a vanilla pump.
Okay.
And then that's what he'll go up to their apartment.
And you see Paksu following you.
He'll turn around and like, thought you were hanging out with Coraline. What's going on, man?
Oh, that'll be dessert. But yeah, what you cooking for dinner tonight, Alastor?
Haven't quite decided on it yet, but we got plenty of stuff in the fridge that I can look through. So I'll whip something up. You got in the mood? Anything?
Sushi?
Could do sushi.
I could kill.
Any particular style? There? Could do that.
Fishy sushi?
Well, well, there's always different ways you can go about it. I can make bulgogi into sushi.
No, that's not sushi. That's not
No,
sushi.
it's still sushi. It's still sushi.
No. That's kimbap. No, bulgogi kimbap. No, that's not the same.
That's true.
Give it time. You'll come around. But yeah. So no, nothing planned yet, but we'll figure it out. And then are the rest of them going to be joining us, or is Delilah going to hang out in the war room until we go meet her?
Delilah's going to be in the war room.
So everybody else is going to go to dinner, and she's going to be antisocial.
She's thinking about the spirit.
Uh,
And what
Yeah.
happened. to
So
him.
like when they get into the elevator and the doors close behind him, Alistair will be checking on Paksu just to see, like, what does Paksu look like right now? Is he still shaken, or is he a little bit more normal?
He's subdued. And you'll see that he's playing with the little gear that he had put around like a chain that he had taken from the bed. Yeah, he seems a little distracted and subdued.
While the elevator's going up and he sees you fingering the little gear, Alistair's like, I have an idea about those. Not about her specifically, but they look like they come out of a clock, right? Little small gears, intricate.
Sure. I'm not
Speaking out
very
loud here.
mechanically inclined, but if you say so.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I was getting to is clocks, they're intricately connected. They're very, very hard to put together, and there is a very special skill to make them function the way that they do. If you ever try to take one apart, there's a big spring that pops out, just ruins the whole thing. My point being, all of those pieces stay inside because they are snug, fit, and secure. So the only thing that makes them pop out is trauma. So I'm wondering if she left those gears behind because she was hurt or somebody attacked her during that. It's the only thing that keeps popping into my head is that the only time that those would fall out would be if she was being hurt. I could be completely wrong. It could just be some kind of trail she leaves behind whenever she does something.
Oh, did you see the state of her place? She's clearly traumatized. Poor girl.
Yeah, that's what gave credence to it, at least in my mind. But I'm not entirely sure if she was being attacked, or was it enough stress enough to make her lose all of her bearings, for lack of a better term.
Poxy will take a close look at Alastor and says, "You have all your hair still. I don't think you've had a stressful day in your life."
Yeah, it's good maintenance.
When I was going through a rough spot, I was shedding like a cat. Maybe that's what's happening to this poor girl, or happened to her anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there's that, and then also the fact that when we found her, or we didn't find her, but when we saw the body, she had plenty of those little gears around her as well. So you hit, she bleeds, but also those pieces go everywhere. So part of me is just thinking it happens when she gets hurt, when she's traumatized, when she's stressed, something along those lines. Any kind of period of discomfort for her might be what's causing them to fall out. So that might be clues for us to follow, at least in the future.
Did you find any sort of, or signs of violence at her place?
No, but again, just piecing together clues in my head. Could be nothing. It could be overreaching. What about you? Did you feel anything while you were there?
The girl was in pain. Maybe not physically at the time, but I could tell. Just, she was not in a good place.
No, you mean you did provide valuable insight for me during, but I didn't know if there was something hidden underneath that, something you would, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to verbalize it in the moment. Sometimes it doesn't come to you until later on. I have those flashes or epiphanies sometimes as well.
I'm of the same opinion as you, that something was bothering her, that she had some burden or trouble thrust upon her.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can figure out what caused it. I really want to know why she was at the casino, so we got to go back there eventually. You gonna be okay with that?
Oh, yeah. Delilah is coming too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then, yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. I'll say at that moment, that's when the elevator doors open up. So they can step out onto their floor.
Yeah. And you make your way into your floor. What is Lucia doing as they enter?
Upstairs in her closet, probably is just like shuffling a deck of cards in front of her as she's like looking at her whole new wardrobe that she bought for an ungodly amount and is trying to figure out what goes with what. And she probably hears the elevator open. I don't. Lucia's up in her wardrobe, like her closet, and she's organizing all the clothes that she just bought for a bunch of money. And she's kind of just organizing it by color, but also thinking, oh, who's gonna see me in what? She's very strategic like that. And my question was, is it an elevator into the place, or is it a door? Like, she would hear if it's a door that opens, she'd hear the door.
I imagined it was a door because...
Say, elevator comes up and it's side basically like a warning system for anybody on our floor, and then it leads down to the hallway.
So she would hear Alastor or somebody come in. She assumes that it's Alastor. She probably yells down, "Alastor, I know you beat me at wall ball, but at least I have all this to make me feel better."
As he steps in, he's gonna like, "Did you do retail therapy without me?"
Yes, I did retail therapy. I got distracted. My poor
well,
girl
come
had
down
a
here. I have.
terrible dress on, and I needed something better to wear.
All right, well, come down here and show me the hall. I have your coffee. Nico was very strategic in making it today.
Well, is it the iced coffee, pump of
Yes,
vanilla?
iced latte, pump of vanilla. Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, and I can't bring it down. I had 5 people bring it in. And you see her kind of like walk towards the stairs.
I like how you didn't give a specific amount of, like you didn't say the number. You just said a bunch of money.
Yeah,
Many
she
much monies.
Yeah, troves of
many
it.
monies. She doesn't know.
She
She does.
just throws handfuls of money. This.
She just swiped the card.
Well, that's
She
rude.
said, I don't care.
Just
Right.
bags and bags of it. Okay.
It's got the big money symbol on the outside. Here.
So she comes downstairs and like grabs her. And she narrows her eyes and she looks at Paksu that's walking in right behind Alastor. What were you two doing? What were you two doing?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Him?
And him.
Yeah, well, we were taking the elevator up here.
Paksu, you would be honest with me, right?
Always.
So I heard from a little bird that you guys went to an apartment?
Yes.
Yeah, so I noticed that one of the keys was missing, and it was to a car that, you know, I don't really drive often, nor do I drive. What car did you take?
Foxy will look over at Alistair. What car did we take?
Bentley, naturally.
It wasn't a party van, and I was terribly disappointed at that.
It wasn't a party van.
No. We don't have any of these little small bottles of liquor in the Bentley either, but we do what we
No,
can.
I guess we just decided to lie to me today. I guess we just decided to be poor liars.
I don't know who this we is.
That's
This is a liar.
You know what? I guess you're always just out in it. Alistair, I expected better.
Yeah, Alistair, I
That was your
expected
first
better.
mistake. That was your first mistake.
Oh, sorry. I expected perfection from my brother who can't draw a crooked line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you already
spoil the
knew the
family
answer,
name
then the
in
whole game of you trying to get it out of us in a term where at least try to embarrass me in your own special way, you could have just come right out and said it. Instead, you had
No,
to make it a
because
game.
I wanted to
I'm gonna
see if
play
you
the
would
game
lie
how
to
I
me.
want to play it. Yeah, no, absolutely, I'm gonna lie to you about that.
All right, noted. Yeah, do you feel stupid? Did you feel stupid in that car? I bet you felt so
No.
stupid.
No,
should have.
stupid isn't the word for it. No, there's a
Cheap?
different word for it. Embarrassed.
A dirty whore?
No. I'm not hanging out with any of your former socialite friends, so that part of me is kind of buried.
I
for
mean,
right
you've
now.
already dipped it in crazy once, and I guess you were doing it in the back of the Jeep, too.
We're not gonna. Low blow. Low blow.
Okay.
Paksu, I can't believe you lied to me. Anyways,
What?
kind of
Um,
ridiculous. Did you guys
Oh.
figure anything out about this murder? Do I need to make some phone calls?
Well, a few things. She's being blackmailed, so that's one thing. Also, can we reach out to Chappie, or can you at least he likes you more than he likes me? I think. I'm pretty sure. But there's a number on on her phone that's been blocked. We can't figure out what it is or who it belongs to, but there's another one we know named Marty. So gotta figure out that. Gotta go back to the casino. What else do we find there, Paksu? Oh yeah, she's living in squalor, so that's fun.
So were you in the back of that Jeep?
Oh my god.
Like, how much is she being blackmailed for?
No amount of money that we can see.
So is she really even being blackmailed?
Yeah, That's the way it comes off because of the way that the emails read. Basically, he knows who she is, so I'm thinking he's using her, and I'm assuming Marty is a he. But I'm assuming he's using her for what she can do because from the pictures we found, it's of her, but every picture is different where she looks remarkably not like herself. It takes a little while looking at him to figure out that it's actually her, but if she's that good at disguising herself and he knows it, he can use that against her. So maybe he's using her to get in and out of places that he can't himself. Maybe she's got dirt on people that we don't know about. I'm not entirely sure. But I do know we need to get back to the casino eventually.
Man, so many assumptions.
Mm.
So little logic. So many people to talk to.
No, all that was entirely logical. But
Yeah, let's go with that, Allie.
yeah, you want to denigrate me, do it on your own time, not when everybody else is around.
It's just Foxu. Who's a liar?
I want to.
Noted.
And anything else? Anything crazy that, you know?
Oh yeah, we're hosting dinner for Coraline, her brother Paksu, Delilah, and a member of her family as well.
When?
Not immediately. It's foreseeable future. I figure we can burn one of the safe houses.
We are not burning a safe house for dinner.
We're not bringing them here either.
No, we can meet some kind of middle ground. What, you think we're gonna take him to one of our safe houses? Like we're gonna throw off our monthly rotation?
Look, we have one of the lower end safe houses anyway. We need to get rid of them, and we also need to feed some kind of clue to one of the gangs in the city. Keeps them off our back, keeps them guessing, and we can basically reorient and disorient them all around the place. Also, not for nothing, they're gonna want to cook at the safe house, so a restaurant is not gonna happen.
You've just gotten so soft.
More or less, but I like these people, and I like to keep them around.
Kind of gross. Shove it back in.
A little bit. No,
Don't
no,
say shut
I
up.
learned better. I don't know. Been thinking about Bonnie a lot, so it's kind of helping soften the
now
blow.
you just bring in mom into it. Okay, I see that we may as well just be playing verbal sparrings in front of Paksu today.
Well,
Poxy's
you
not
said he's
really
lying.
paying attention. He's just wandering around looking for booze.
Paksu, the mini bar is over by the balcony.
But you don't keep the good stuff there. Where's the good stuff?
In the mini bar. It's in the decanters that aren't labeled. Just don't touch the tall one.
Hey, Paksu. It's in his office, second drawer on the left.
All right. I'm going to where his office is.
Lucia has a robe upstairs that you might like to wear too. It's very fashion forward. It's floor length, so you won't get cold.
Oh, is it Dior 2005?
Yeah, more or less.
No, it's not. It's Dior 2006, and I just got Dior 2005 in. But if you go up to my room, I'll have one of my cards cut you.
Oh, your
Don't touch
place
it.
is so much fun.
That being said, I am going to start making dinner for everybody. If you want to join me, you can.
No, I can't look at you. She goes in to follow Paksu.
Make sure you're not touching her stuff.
Does Lucia know about the Phantom and all that? The watch?
Mm-mm. Alastor hasn't
No,
said
and
anything.
Alastor will tell her later on, not when anybody else is around, because I don't think he wants anybody else to know about his very specific dealings or cravings.
Okay.
But because Pax was there, he couldn't really reveal it.
Okay. At this point, it's been about 15 minutes since everybody has come into the tower, and Delilah is still waiting.
Hey. Well, After those 15 minutes, Coraline steals herself, grabs chickpea for emotional support,
Of course.
and goes to the war room to meet up with Delilah. If there's some pomegranate juice on her mouth, nobody mention it. She drank it out of nervousness to hype herself up.
Handshaking. But you see her standing at the table. The wide. I imagine it's a wide, mahogany-esque main table that we all come together at.
Is she like facing her or like
No,
back is to her?
Back to her, and you can see her. She looks tense, and her head is down, arms standing and looking down at the table. She hears you come in, but still doesn't face you.
Coraline's mind immediately goes to her father, like whenever he's disappointed in her, and she like has that sort of fear instilled into her as she says, "Hey, Delilah, sorry, it was only supposed to be 10 minutes. I didn't mean to make it 15."
She turns around and kind of just crosses her legs and her arms and leans against the table to look at you. She says, "I don't think this is your fault, but I need you to know how important this is."
Frustrated, she says, "I know how important it is, okay? This is just one aspect of this little curse that I didn't know even existed, so..."
Do we know about the curse?
Sorry.
Like, out of character? Like, do we...
She's may have mentioned it once or twice, but never has gone into, like, detail about it.
mentioned it. I feel like if,
yeah,
if someone doesn't casually mention a curse without going deep into it, so...
not like casually mention it. It's more of like, oh, I can't really be around people a lot, you know?
Ah, okay.
That sort of situation. It's like, yeah, I kind of have to stay away from people. That's why I take online classes, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not really going into detail. It's more of like, I can't really go outside for long periods of time.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Okay, she looks at you and says, "I think it's time we really talk about what's going on with you, what's attached to you."
Okay, I should probably start from the beginning then, should I?
I think you should.
Well, the beginning of this really, I don't know why. Ever since I was real little and my family adopted me, people have gone missing around me. Mostly women. First, when I was a little baby, I was around my ma and my sister and my aunt for around 3 months, according to my brother. My aunt and my mom went missing, and my older sister's in a coma. My dad and my brother thought it was a one-off, bad karma, whatever. But when they put me in school, a couple of the little girls I was either friends with or classmates with also went missing. After moving up 3 grades, it kept happening, so my dad pulled me out of school and homeschooled me.
So you have a trail of women that you leave in your wake wherever you go.
Oh, if I'm around them for more than 3 months. It's a time period thing. As long as I don't interact with, now I know as sleepers, for a long period of time, they're okay. But if they're in constant interaction with me for that amount of time, then something happens. Either they fall sick, or they go missing. Never die. As far as I know, none of them have died until the whole spirit stuff happened with you and Paksu, so that's a new thing that I'm still trying to process.
Well, whoever this spectral figure is, it's a woman and it's connected to you, and they're angry.
Frankly, I don't know who it could be, unless it may be my aunt or my mom.
Do you know where they're buried at?
Then I don't know where they're buried. They're not buried.
Okay, that does. Okay. So they're not buried. They're just missing. You don't know if they're dead. Where's your sister at?
She's in a hospital. She's in a hospital right now, and she hasn't woken up since she was 5. And she's been like that since she was 5 years old.
Okay. I have a feeling that this thing, or whatever it is, whoever it is, they're going to come back every day until you handle this.
Every day. Really?
It's just a theory. It happened yesterday and it happened today. Do you want to wait until tomorrow?
The sooner we get it done, the better. I'd rather not deal with it tomorrow.
Well, I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to talk to my family, who is more experienced and versed in all of this. And I'll talk to my grandmother. I think I should go tonight.
You gonna leave the tower for the night?
If Paksu gets hurt again, I'll feel like it's my fault. So I'm going to go tonight and see what I can do.
But what if it happens again and you're not here to fix it? I mean, I don't know what to do. I help with like physical ailments. I can't do with any spiritual magic stuff. I barely know how to control my own powers. What the hell am I supposed to do when you're gone?
Listen, we're in a tight spot. I don't know what to do. You don't know who these women are, who it could be. You know that there's no body, that they're not dead. But you know that you can't be around people for a certain amount of time or they go missing. It could be any of these people who you spent time with in the past.
I mean, those are my aunt and my mom are the only 2 people that I can really think of, unless I've been around some people accidentally. Like I frequent the same like coffee shop or something, and then the same woman comes in and suddenly she's gone. I don't.
You just met. You have to pay attention. You listen. You said there was little girls at school who went missing.
Oh, but would they grow up or would they stay little girls still haunted? I don't know how deep this goes. I don't know if they grow up while they're gone or they're just the same mental age as they were before. I can't.
That's why
I don't know.
I need to get more information on that because I don't have the answer, but I need it.
Okay. All right. I'll try my best to keep an eye on Paksu while you're gone, but please don't be gone too long. I don't know what to do with all this information. I'll be honest with you.
Will you just?
And she kind of starts crying a little bit.
Okay. You start crying. She walks over to you, puts a hand on your shoulder. You are younger than her. I think Paksu and her are both 33 or 32. Andrew?
I think 32.
32.
32. Yes. In your early 20s?
Yeah, she's 23.
Yeah, okay. So she just comes over to you and puts her hand on your shoulder. I'm incredibly sorry that this has happened to you and that you have to grow up knowing that certain people are missing or lost because of whatever is attached to you. But what I'm trying to do is also help you as well.
Like, she sniffles and doesn't say anything else and just gives Delilah a big hug.
She'll give you a hug. Can you? I don't know where everybody's at, but can you just let them know I'm heading to Independence, and I'll try to be back as soon as possible, but I don't know when.
Yeah, I'll let them know. They're
Okay.
probably waiting for Alastor to finish cooking, so I'll go down and let them know.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take the Jeep. Okay, you can let go of me now.
Sorry. And she like wipes her face like with her palm and like takes a chickpea to go downstairs. Like, okay, maybe just let us know when you actually leave, or like text us saying like, hey, I made it, just so
I'll
we
be
know.
okay. I'll
We
be
really
okay.
do care about you.
I know. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Just please let them know. I would send them a text, but I feel like they're all busy talking. I don't know if they're on their phones right now, but I'll be back. And she goes in the elevator, goes down to the garage, and makes her way onto her family home. Does Coraline? She makes her way back upstairs to their suite.
Yeah, a
Or do you
little
wanna
shaken
take a
up.
do you want to take a second?
She's a little shaken up and like still wiping her face, but trying to put on one of her signature smiles and goes upstairs with Chickpea.
I would say the more perceptive characters would probably notice a little something.
She makes it to is the door open or is it unlocked, or it's okay. She
Alistair would
knocks
have left it
before
unlocked
she...
on the way.
Okay.
Okay, she knocks before she like enters in. And goes like, "Hey, so Delilah had to step out for a bit, but she will be back. Don't know when, but she has something to take care of back in Independence."
She what? She left?
Not forever. She wanted to let you know it's gonna be for a short time. Maybe 24 hours at most.
20?
Oh god.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna help you out, Paksu. We're gonna keep an eye on you. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be for long.
Foxy will grab the big tall bottle that Alistair told him not to touch and go to his room.
I like how the game of telephone works. She did not say 24 hours.
Alastor, we can't hear you.
For some reason.
She
How about
said
now?
maybe at most. At most. It's a guesstimate.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, is Paksu leaving the apartment or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
With the tall bottle.
Yeah, no, okay. I just want to make sure. He said go to his room. I was like, Alistair's room, or is he leaving?
That would be
Just
funny if
making sure.
he made his own room and you're guys playing.
Yeah. That we just don't know about somehow.
Yeah. He'll be
Secret
the
co-op
closet.
little-
roleplay.
Got a little gopher hole in there.
Oh.
Okay.
I was just
Paksu
gonna be
left out the room.
He's the one that requested sushi. I've been. All right.
I'll go get him. I'll go get him. And she like runs out, and tries to get in front of Paksu while he's like walking away. Like, hey, wait. I know you want to leave, but if you stay, we can smoke one of my friends from upstairs. If you stay, only if you stay though.
Coraline, I love you like a sister, but you're dangerous for me. And with Delilah not here, I'm sorry. I think I should just go to my room, and he's hugging this bottle for dear life.
Yeah, I understand. You take your time and rest. I'll leave you be. Trying to hold back tears over here, and she steps out of his way and just watches him walk away.
And then do you go back into Alastor's place?
Yeah, she comes back. The player's also totally not crying. That's totally not happening.
No, it's okay. I love it.
Yeah. I think Alastor, when she comes back, is probably going to see that she's trying to hold back tears. Like, and the only thing he can think of is to stay busy. Invite her into the kitchen. Invite her into the kitchen to come help him prep.
She nods and like asks him like, "Hey, what do you need me to do?"
Like, well, I was doing a whole different type of plating for this, but very specifically, I'm going to be doing nigiri. So, if you'll slice the fish for me, thin pieces about an inch wide at most.
Sure, I can do that, and that does help her, giving her like a repetitive task, and she focuses on her energy on that.
I just wish it
While
was.
she's doing that, like,
I wish it was onions. You're like, hey, you cut it, so it can naturally seem like she was crying because of the onions and not.
Here, how does this fish sauce smell? Terrible, right? Makes you want to cry? Cry.
That's why she's crying. That'd be a good out. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, that's the only thing you can think of that might halt it. If not, get her mind off of it for right now. And, he's like mixing up different sauces and having her taste test them along with him. Like, he trusts his palate. He's keeping her involved in the process the entire way through. And we'll call that to Lucia when they're about halfway done.
Hey, did anybody see Paksu? I think he took that rope, and I told him not to.
He left.
He left? Oh, hey, Cora. Did you see Paksu by any chance? It was perhaps in a silk blue robe.
Being asked about Paksu, she breaks. She breaks immediately, cries.
Oh my god, Alastor, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I don't think.
Lucia
he's
goes
gonna
into,
like he's gonna like slowly reach over and take the knife away from Cora just in case.
And
You know, it should
Lucia
have, like,
comes
a-
over and she like puts an arm around Cora and she like takes her out to the balcony. You know, the pool is out there and a bunch of plants. She probably feels a little bit more at home.
Give it house to the.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She's like, "Don't you harm my child ever again."
She's like, no, I'm sorry.
Cora, listen, I get it. Sometimes he can be on his worst behavior. He does this when he gets bored and he gets a little antsy, and then he just yells at people. He just snaps. You know, it's completely unwarranted. I've been telling him to see a therapist, but he won't hear about it.
It wasn't Alastor's fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was me.
Was it a man's fault?
Oh, the opposite actually. Delilah left to figure out what's going on with me and the angry spirits that are attached to me, and Baksu went back to his room to be alone because it's too dangerous to be around me right now. Not until Delilah's back.
Alright, I'm a little out of the loop. You know, I'm catching up pieces by piece, but, you know, getting there. You have an angry spirit around you. Have you tried... I'm not gonna say anything bad because we do have Paksu in this building, and he will know if I mention drugs. So, what have you... what's going on with the angry? Is it a demon, a spirit? Do I need to call a psychiatrist, a spiritualist? I can get your horoscope
More like a
read.
curse.
Oh, it's a
more like a
curse.
curse.
Yeah, it's a curse. Okay.
It attached itself to me like when I was a little baby. I think it's connected to my powers. Sleepers go missing around me. Mostly women, as far as I know. And I tend to stay away from people and try to keep to myself as much as I can. So I thought, hey, since I'm around like more of you guys, like also having powers and stuff, maybe that'll stop. But no, it still comes to haunt me some other way. So Delilah went to her family to get more answers, and Paksu doesn't want to be around me. And it's all my fault.
Well,
I don't even know how it's all my fault. It's just my fault.
It's definitely not your fault. I mean, there was probably somebody involved that just... How much money have you thrown at this problem?
I'm a college student and also a farmer. I don't have any money to throw at the problem, as far as I know.
Okay, so that'll be step 2. Step 1 is acceptance. Step 2 will be throwing money at it repeatedly.
Throw money at a ghost.
Okay. And like the tears kind of stop at the like incredulousness of what is being told to her right now. Lucia, how is me as a baby making my own mother go missing, having money thrown at the problem? How is that gonna help? Please tell me. I would love to know, because if money is the only issue, I would have thrown out all my savings for college to get my mom back.
Well, you didn't have the kind of money that I have. So, that's understandable. That we, this...
Spiritual magic crap. I don't know if money is gonna help.
They're all connected. Money, you ever... That's a total different rant for another day.
Money and power, maybe, but I don't think ghosts care about money. I think they care about walking amongst the living. Again,
Currency
as far as I
speaks
know.
the same way. Anyways, let's focus on you, okay? Let's focus on you. Paksu's probably drunk off his rockers all the time. He probably won't remember this conversation in 5 minutes. So don't get your feelings hurt, because he won't remember it. Delilah, I don't... So an angry demon, did she stop the demon? Did she say, hey, welcome the demon into the car?
Showed up. It showed up yesterday and it showed up today. Delilah's afraid it's gonna show up a third time. That's why she left. To go figure out why.
Alright. Is the demon creepy looking? What's the vibe of the demon?
The woman that I may or may not recognize, and it's very angry at me for obvious reasons.
Okay. Now, none of this is your fault. You couldn't predict, all these people disappearing. I'm still here. Thank God.
Because you're not asleep,
terrible.
that's why.
Yeah,
because
even
you have
better.
powers, that's why you haven't disappeared.
Yeah, we've unlocked part of the curse, and if we learn about it more, then we can move past it or explore it or use it to our benefit to make more money.
Everything is about making money. I just want my family back, and I want these people to have their family members back. I don't need any sort of money out of this. And I don't want you thinking that you can get money out of me just because I have a cool quote-unquote party trick. You know what? I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm going back to my room. I can't. And she takes Chickpea. She grabs Chickpea, holds him, and it's like, I'm sorry, Alastor. I'm not gonna waste your food. I'll come back. Just text me when it's ready. I need to be alone for a bit. And she goes to her room.
We can't hear you again.
Nope.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah. Is that all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this and then I'll have it sent to everybody's rooms. That way nobody has to come back. It'll just be everybody can stay and heal on their own for tonight.
As you're making your way out, Coraline, you get to the door, and there's 3 security guards there.
She stops in her.
Yeah.
Do the security guards see her yet?
They see
Or
her.
no?
Yeah, they were at the door.
And she's like still wiping off like tears from her face, like still angry, like, and she doesn't even like have like the nice like facade on. She's like, what the hell are y'all doing at my door?
And you see the one in the front reaches out its arms and grabs you by the neck. And you see its eyes start to glow this type of purplish glow. And you've seen these security guards before. They work here. And Alastor, if you see her by the door, you see this as it's the guy's hand is getting stronger and clenching your throat tighter and tighter. And you can hear Chickpea is barking mad right now. What do you guys do? Oh, I'm sorry.
What do I do?
This is the map here. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh my
This
God.
one here.
Shock.
So you were walking towards the door here. And you see these men, but they don't look like themselves.
Oh.
They don't appear.
So they're not in front of my room. They're in front of the
They're here.
Alastor's door.
Yeah, the door's right here. You were leaving to go out.
Okay.
But yeah, Alastor, you hear the dog barking, and you can tell, like, you know when a dog's barking, like, just to get attention or they see someone new, and you can hear
Right.
the type of bark when it's anxiety-ridden and scared, and that's what you hear right
Okay.
now, coming from the front door.
All right. And then does Lucia see it as well?
I'm not sure if Lucia's. Did she stay outside?
She would have probably followed Cora in and probably would have been making her way towards like Alastor.
Okay, well then yes, I would say you can see it, or at least you can hear it. What is?
Okay.
I do need Coraline to face danger.
We love this. I love drama as much as the next girl, but this is ridiculous. Okay, for face danger, ooh. I'm gonna do swarm of insects just to disorient.
Oh, okay.
And let me see.
Oh, good. Remember to say out loud which tags you're selecting.
Okay. I can only really, well,
Whatever you think would try to help get out of this grip.
you know what? We'll do swarm of insects and dual wielding sickle, just to, maybe not cut their wrists off,
Oh, well.
but just like slice them,
Oh,
just to like let go of my neck, please.
Yes. Okay.
Like,
okay.
yeah. So, do that. We'll do that.
Okay. Just those two.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna throw my help point out there.
Okay.
Ooh, yay!
So you got a +3.
There we go.
There you go.
I got a +3. Okay. Ooh. Can I do rapid escape plan from the crew tag?
Yeah, if you're trying to get away from him, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
You
get
are
away from
trying
them,
to
so I'll
escape
do
out of
those
this
three.
death grip.
Heck yeah.
Okay. And so I think there we go. Okay.
Alrighty.
You got a +4.
See how that.
Holy shit!
Ooh, you love to see it.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you're able to. You guys hear this? You guys are. You're able to get out of his grasp. But if you're looking at them, they're starting to glow, have this kind of purplish white glow about them. They don't look like they have any control over. It looks like zombies are coming to attack you, but you've seen these men before. You know, like they're cool. Like they wave to you, they say hi to you, you know, but something is clearly taking over them. As they have this type of mystical glow about them. You've hit, like, I'll say Chickpea has helped as well. Bit one of the arms of the guy who's trying to get you, and you're able to get away. And breath is finally back into your lungs and your throat.
Okay. The way this goes, like, she slices the arms first, or the wrist, just to let go of her neck.
Yes, yeah.
She gets her air back, and then she summons, you know, like from the Bible, swarm of locusts to just swarm these three.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if are you trying to get all three or just one? All three?
All three, since they're like they're all next to each other, so
Yeah.
I guess it would like hit all three of them.
Okay, yeah. It's a, what's it called? Scale of 1. So that's it. But yeah, so you're doing go toe to toe.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm gonna go toe to toe.
I do want to know what Alastor and Lucia are doing right now.
Well, we're waiting for her turn to be done.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
speaking out loud. I'm interested to see how they're taking this. This sounds crazy.
So I'm gonna just do swarm of insects, and she probably put her seed pouches away when she was like settling down, so it's just gonna be swarm of insects right now. She doesn't have any plant
Okay.
matter on her at the moment. Okay. So we're gonna execute that.
Since you did drink some pomegranate juice, you won't have that deficiency. Let's roll.
Ooh.
It'll be -1
Darn.
because of the skill, and I'm trying to see what it was. Ah!
Still a hard move.
I would say you do produce the swarm, but you can see that their bodies immediately become incorporeal, and the swarm flies right through them. And they start to move more into the penthouse. All three of them. Okay, so Alastor, Lucia, you guys have heard all this, seen all this. What do you do?
I think seeing Coraline being gripped and then escaping from one of them, Alastor's first instinct is like flicks his eyes over towards Lucia, then back to her, like knowing that she's safe right now. But it's gonna be one of those moments. It's like, Lucia, I need you to grab your party deck, and we need to help her out. And then, let's see. So I can see all three of them there. I think
Yeah.
she's already cut them. Like I can see that they're people that we know, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to take them out completely.
Yeah, these are like men. You've talked about their lives and family and kids and all that, but they're clearly not themselves at the moment.
So I guess we we need to hurt them. We can't kill them or maim them, but we can hurt them. And then Alastor's first instinct at this point is going to be to try and take them out, at least,
Okay.
to keep Coraline safe and Lucia as well. So in doing so, I'm going to have him teleport over to one, grab him, and teleport him up to the ceiling and like drop him down on the others. That's like the main purpose of what he's trying to do. Is like,
Ah, okay. Wait, you're trying to grab all of them, or no, just one?
I'm just trying to grab one and basically weaponize one person and throw him down to the next. Basically, like try and
Oh, okay.
I want to hit all of them, but I want to use one person to do it. So,
Okay, gotcha.
Boom, boom, grab. Yeah.
Okay. Which one? Which
So-
one are you hitting? Like this one here?
I'll take the one that's closest to the doorway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
That
good. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So, since they don't see me, is this going to be hit with all I got, or is it going to be go toe to toe? In your mind.
They do. They do see you, and they were after
Okay.
they dealt with or tried to deal with Coraline. They walked in, looked at you both, and started making their way to you too. It would be go toe to
Okay.
toe. Anyway.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to use plan for everything.
Okay.
Dirty Fighter. I'll use Hellfire Teleport and Disorienting Teleports as well. And then can I use that +1 I got from the monologue as well?
Of course. Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So execute and then the +1.
Okay.
Whoa.
Dude.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is not gonna go well.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't work at all, right? What were you trying? You're trying to grab onto them, right?
Yeah. So I'll say like when he hopped over to grab one,
Yeah.
he tried to grab it. Basically, he grabbed him and then he tried to teleport, but it's incorporeal, so it just slipped through his fingers.
Yes. So you can see that they're not floating or anything like that. Their bodies are seeming to materialize and then go incorporeal at will or whatever, whoever's controlling it. So yes, that is what happens. They just turn incorporeal.
Okay.
You're not able to reach them, and they're going to, at least one of them is going to go towards Lucia, and then two of them are going to try to like grapple you. And you feel both of
Okay.
them starting to, come towards you. I'm gonna need you to face danger, as you can feel them trying to both squeeze you. You're kind of like in a security guard sandwich right now.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that being that, what it is, none of that will work. None of that will work. I'll say our opportunist won't really work either because it's personality. So yeah, I'll just do avoid lethal strikes is gonna be my only one that I can use.
Okay. Dang, double
Yeah.
ones. What is that, snake eyes?
Yeah. Yep. For
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Take it with a 1 tier less. So,
Okay, so you just have bruising one, as you could start to feel them getting really, really tight on your body. It would have been like cracked something, but you could feel like ribs are starting to, but not quite there just yet. Now you're just bruised one.
Gotcha.
And Lucia,
Gotcha.
you do see one coming your way.
Lucia's her main plan, she sees her brother, get smashed, basically, and her plan is basically to distract all three of them and bring the spotlight towards her.
Okay.
And to do that, I think it would be change the game, or it would be a
Okay.
go toe-to-toe, but they would all become distracted with the status. So I don't know.
It's more go toe to toe. Or
Okay.
yeah, it could be either actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
She's achieving the goal and she can give them a status. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be fine. Either one of them would work.
So her game is basically to grab as much attention from the three guys off of Alastor. One is already coming at her, but she does have her deck of cards, so she's going to flick her cards out, and two of the cards are probably going to be used as a distraction.
Okay.
If I roll well.
If I roll well. We have our goals, and the dice
We
have
have
their
our
goals as
goals.
well. Okay.
So it's
Go toe to toe.
go toe to toe. And do we limit how many tags are? Because I'm doing a combo thing, I'm basically using quite a few tags.
If it's a combo thing, you have to roll once, and then somebody else goes, and then.
Well, it's a combo of her personality because she's using her cards and she's using steal the attention. So I'm saying that the tag.
You can choose from any card.
Okay, well, she's gonna use trick cards, she's gonna use fast hands, steal the spotlight, overwhelming presence, steal the attention, and read the room.
Okay. That will get their attention off. Okay.
It buys them time.
Nice.
Yeah. I just went to roll total only.
Why did it give me -2?
I don't know. But yes,
That's a-
success. You can choose
that's-
2.
That's a 13.
It's fine. It's the same answer either way.
So her cards go off, and one just kind of it you know, I'm gonna make a D&D reference, but like dazzling lights, one just blasts off. And the other one is a fire card, and it just lights up, so it starts to smoke. So not only is there a fire, but there's also dazzling lights.
Okay. So the fire would, if you wanted to affect the game mechanically, it would have to be another move. But you can achieve your
Okay.
goal by like, so you can choose two. Are you going to achieve your goal and then get them good?
Yes.
Okay. And you're
Yeah, with
you're
tier
trying to do
6
all of them,
status.
right?
Yep. All of them. Yeah.
Okay. So because it's a why do I keep forgetting the word? There's a
Collective.
of them. It will be a tier 5 status. But still, what are they, just distracted now? What do you want to call it?
Yes.
Distracted
yeah,
5?
They're yeah.
Okay, so they are now all distracted 5 as you feel them let go of you. But now they do look a little bit confused. As you see them kind of standing around, looking around, but still kind of possessed.
Right.
And is anybody gonna call Plaxu?
I mean, we don't know. Like, I'm not assuming we're not all on the same floor. I thought we were all different areas of the tower, but
Oh, yeah, you are. But
yeah. So it's one of those things. Like, we can scream for Paksu, but if he can't hear us, then
Yeah.
yeah.
that's true.
So-
what do you guys
so
want
I
to do as
think
you see
in-
that they are now discombobulated but still possessed?
I think Alistair's gonna try his thing one more time, but first he's gonna like move over to Cora and tell her to run and get Paksu, or at least let him know what's going on, while he and Lucia handle the issue at hand.
Okay. We'll say she runs and goes to fetch him.
Yeah, she got chickpea and she's going to get Paksu.
For sure, she's booking it.
Yeah. And then while they're distracted by Lucia, Alastor is gonna attempt the same thing, except for this time it'll be more along those lines. He's just gonna try and like knock him out as quickly as possible.
Okay. Since you're trying this same thing or using the same tags.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
So the Hellfire teleport, disorienting teleport is basically to get him around them all
Yeah.
and hit him where he can.
Okay.
Dirty Fighter, and then a plan for everything. And I think that is all I can use for those, because do any of them have anything on them, like weapon wise? They're security guards, right?
Yeah, they don't have. They have. Oh, they do have guns on them actually,
Okay.
and tasers.
And then I want to have Alastor basically take those away from them while he's attacking them.
Okay, and take those away. That's your goal.
Kind of roll it all. Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
kind of
good.
roll them all into one. So I'll use Master Thief as well
Okay.
to add onto it. And then it is go toe to toe. Or can it be hit with all I got now
Yeah,
that
it can
they're
be.
distracted?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
And I would say the distracted is helping you actually.
I mean, if you want to throw a +5 on there, you can.
I mean, I feel like narratively it is helping you because they're not actively attacking
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, yeah. So
Ooh.
this is gonna work no matter what. So we'll just.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
Ooh, status of a tier 10.
yeah. But so basically, with Lucia's help, she's gotten the card. She's managed to distract them, and they're all like aiming towards her. Alastor like disappears in like puffs of flame as he's going around them. He's snatching out the guns from them, and he's throwing them backwards and away from them. And then he's using like the last one to basically hit them in the back of the neck as best as he can, just to make them crumple, if that drops them.
Yeah, it does. And they all kind of fall into each other as they lay knocked out on the ground, and you feel. I would say you guys can see the spirits start to lift out of their chests and out of their body. And they move.
Alastor's backing up towards Lucia already.
At that point, Coraline has made her way to Paksu. Does he come or not?
Yeah, he'll come, but he is heavily intoxicated by this point.
Okay.
I'll take a status for that.
You do. How intoxicated? Tell me how much, and then
At least a 2.
at least. Okay, we'll just call it intoxicated too. And you make your way inside. You see spirits flying out of the room as soon as Paku steps in.
All right, I'm gonna look around. I'll see that just the 3 guards are looking unconscious now on the floor.
You see 3 unconscious guards. The ones that kind of man downstairs in the entryway and things like that.
Alastor?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, you might not want to be around, and the ghosts are gone, right? We saw them leave.
They did leave, yeah.
It's like, is Cora with you? Did you leave her? Where is she?
I think she's standing right next to me. I don't know.
I was like, oh, she came around the corner.
We'll say that she ended up. You look behind you, and she's not there with you.
Oh, I swear she was right there. But anyway.
That's fine. And Alistair's going to turn and look over his shoulder to make sure Lucia's okay. Like, I know she hasn't taken any damage, but it's just the first instinct for him.
And Paxu's wearing a beautiful royal blue Dior robe.
She just bought that.
Like, is that Lucia's? Oh, you actually took it. Oh.
Paxu. Okay, now Cora's been crying. Now there's demons on my floor. And that's my rope.
That's
Big
Greg.
ghost is the more appropriate term.
That's Greg on the floor. That's not. Greg's a
Well,
demon.
no. They were possessed.
It had like a weird vibe to him. You know, like Alastor tried to grab one of them, and then he ended up getting hurt.
Yeah, that went right through them. So that was a bizarre feeling for me. Don't ever want to deal with that again. Are you okay?
I'm spiffy. I'll take another drag from the tall bottle that I wasn't supposed to drink. I don't know what it is, but
You see,
Okay, so he stole from both of us. Gotcha.
All right, don't spill that on that rope. It's gonna be.
you see one of the
Pain.
guards start to wake up. Greg.
Mhm.
He's feeling the back of his neck. Oh God.
And Alistair will
Oh, yeah.
drop down and like,
Ah,
like, yo, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy.
okay.
You're gonna be okay.
How the heck did we get in here? Alastor, right?
I'm not entirely sure what was. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what you guys were doing up here, but we opened up the door because we heard a commotion, and then we found all 3 of you crumpled out up on the floor out here.
Wait,
So, can you tell me what you came up here for?
I don't even to be honest. I don't know if you're gonna believe me. I'm gonna sound crazy. I don't even know how I got up here. We were changing our
Okay,
rotation for the night, and then that's the last thing I remember.
Where do you guys change your rotation at exactly in the building?
Well, sometimes it's downstairs. Sometimes we'll meet up in the middle. You know, there's lots of floors. It depends on the night, but.
All right.
Oh, God,
You know
my
what?
neck is killing
Go.
me.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little sore. I don't know what happened to you guys, but you really should head back down to the security control room. Get your supervisor, find somebody to take you to the hospital, maybe. We found you all crumpled up in a heap out here. I'm sure somebody hit you from
I can
behind.
tell from the back of your neck that's not gonna be. That's definitely, you need a doctor to look at that. I would call one, but I'm a little busy right now.
He goes, it's okay. My my wife's a chiropractor, so.
Oh.
That hurt.
That's lucky. Oh, somebody threw your guns over there too. It looks like those are your guns, right? I don't have guns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this night just keeps getting strange.
Yeah, can you guys figure out what happened? I really, Alastor and I paid a lot of money to be here, and you guys are just kinda in the middle of our floor.
Don't know how we even got here. Apologies. She's going to try to shake the guys.
Yeah.
He's like,
Alistair help him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to.
you see the other guys start to like slowly come to, and then Greg like explains a little bit. He gets up, hands them their guns, which is very important that they have. They would have gotten in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they all kind of like apologize. They're like, you see them, they're so confused. Like, sorry. We'll
It-
we'll check the footage, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for disturbing your night.
No, it's fine. You just make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Figure out what happened. Don't want it to happen again. I don't know who could have done this to you. I mean, you are all well trained, I'm assuming. So, we'll keep our benefactor informed as well, just in case he has to double security here or something.
Of course. And again, apologies. I really don't want to lose my job.
No, you should be fine.
Sorry.
Just be a little more vigilant, and we won't say a word.
Of course.
At least not against you.
And they all
Bye, Greg.
walk out. Bye,
The
Mr.
moment that like the moment that they're leaving, Alastor's taking his phone out and he's calling Delilah.
Okay. You call Delilah, and she doesn't answer.
Lucia, sometimes I really regret agreeing to the swear jar because I really want to scream right now.
Now it's just embarrassing. I mean, of course I'm gonna say something. They're all gonna lose their jobs. What, you think being possessed by a demon gets you out of, like, termination? You came into my house unwanted.
Paxu spits
You know,
the
sometimes
sushi out of his mouth and goes kind of all over your counter. And maybe some drips onto the robe. It's just, what? Excuse me. Possessed?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, like demons, Paxu, like evil
Or
things
ghosts.
that wanted to harm the Kensingtons or
Okay.
Coraline.
When Cora came together, she said you guys were in trouble. I saw the guards already seemed to have taken care of things, and now you tell me there are demons. So I'm going to go back to my room with my bottle and
Paxu,
a plate of this
I don't
wonderful
think-
sushi.
Paxu,
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. The fact that Cora is already gone, I'm gonna go get her, but they attacked her while she was leaving our place. I don't need them
So-
attacking you.
They
Paxu,
want
demons everywhere. You by yourself, bad. Sober up.
Why are you talking like a caveman?
Because he's intoxicated.
Demons everywhere. By yourself. Bad.
Yeah.
No contractions, short, simple sentences.
Demons. Bad.
all right. He says fine, but I Cora is like I mean, I love her, but she is. I think she's like a magnet for these things. So I don't know if it's the best idea to have her here in this room, especially with me, as I am stuffing my bathrobe pockets with sushi.
Well, I don't know if it's the best idea to have her on her own either. I don't want any of us being exposed. Delilah's already not answering her phone, so that's not giving me good feelings either.
Paxu, I can see the soy sauce going into the pocket. Can you please just stop?
Oh, it's gluten-free soy sauce, isn't it, Alastor? Like,
Yes, I know your dietary requirements, Paxu.
It'll be fine then. It'll be fine. It'll wash out, I'm sure.
No, it's not fine. And you stay here, Alastor. Go get Coraline. I'll
Already
try
on it.
Delilah. Do we need, like, incense? Do we need a priest?
You know, actually, we have an extensive library. It would be impossible for us to not find something that the benefactor has, right? Like, we can't figure something out. I'm not any good at this magic juju stuff other than our normal thing, but
Wait, so
don't
you
know.
think these demons are going to come back?
They could.
we keep saying demons. We don't know if it's a demon. It could be a ghost.
Could be a ghost. I mean, I call it a demon because it was a spiritual thing that had bad intentions. I don't know. You know, translation for me is demon, but you can call it whatever you want. Spiritual entity that wants to
Poltergeist,
cause
wraith, specter. And Alistair's just naming things off as he's walking out the room
Yeah.
to go get Coraline.
Paxu is well on his way to intoxicated 3 now.
Lucia walks over to Paksu. Paksu, why did you make Cora cry?
Oh, what, she was crying?
Yeah, you can't. You hurt her feelings.
Oh. Oh. I should have gone to the roof with her to smoke Harvey. That's my fault. I'll apologize to her when I see her.
Like, I get that, you know, she probably has some bad. She said she was cursed as a child, and, you know, frankly, you're not in control of that when you don't have that kind of money. And, you know, we can start problem solving now.
Okay, when you say we, do you mean you and Alastor?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to, like, sober up, because, like, you see ghosts, demons, specters, wraiths, you know, like, on a regular, I think. So if this is something extraterrestrial, UAP, UFO phenomenon, I'm gonna need you to, like, tap into whatever system you got there and, like, talk to them.
Okay, I'd really like to have Delilah here with me.
Well, she's not answering the
Or-
phone, so maybe you can try calling her, and maybe she'll take it more seriously, or
Okay.
maybe you know her family.
Oh, no, I don't. I'll try calling her.
Okay.
And I'll pull out of my sushi-filled pocket a cell phone, rub off the rice and the soy sauce, and
Gross.
Delilah.
When you call, it immediately goes to voicemail. Doesn't even ring.
All right, I'll start texting Delilah incessantly.
Okay.
Where are you? Come back. I need you. Ghosts, demons.
And then, and on that
400
anxiety-riddled
texts
note, we will take our 10-minute break. Okay, and we are back. Is there anything anybody would like to do to end this night? Any last things before we head to the next day?
No, but just Alastor went to go check on Coraline. She's going to be staying in her room for now, probably just to avoid bringing any more trouble to us. But he'll basically tell her keep her phone on her and to call them immediately if anything happens. And then he'll head back up to his apartment.
Okay. And Paksu,
With
are
Lucia.
you staying here? You crashing here, or you going back to your place?
Paksu is going to curl up on the couch with his bottle. And if that one's empty, he's going to move on to another one and nibble on some sushi.
Okay. Are you still intoxicated too?
Oh, yeah. I think he'll stay that way until the morning.
Okay.
I think, quick question for Paksu. How well does he handle anesthetics?
It depends on what it is and how it is taken.
So I would just say, like, if Alastor manages to get his dose correct and just to make him sleep through the night.
Yeah, that could probably work. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason you just want to help to get him to, like, sleep. It's Paksu doesn't have the healthiest of schedules or coping mechanisms, but at least he can encourage some kind of sleep. Also, it'll free up a little bit of time for him to talk to Lucia, since they haven't had a moment alone yet.
I would like to ask, how is Alastor going to administer? Is this going to be like sleeping pills or?
Pretty much, yeah. That'd be one of those things where, like, he probably realizes that Paksu's going to keep drinking, so knowing the correct ratio of sleeping pills and to make sure that doesn't box his liver, he'll be able to put like a little bit in there, just force him to get drowsy rather than knocking him out.
Okay.
Entirely.
So you're not telling Paksu that you're doing this then?
No.
Okay.
What is he, a dog? And you have to put the pill in a little coat? It's a
No, I
regular
think
sandwich.
Alastor's just a little frustrated with the crew
Yeah.
as it is right now.
Yeah.
Just he needs some breathing room.
Give him a needle in the right butt cheek.
No. Well, nobody ever accused Alastor of having healthy coping mechanisms either. So,
True. So
but
Paksu is.
it is to
knocked out.
help out Paksu, but it's also a selfish way to help him out. So,
It's like giving your kid a sleeping pill.
yeah, like here, have a shot of NyQuil. It'll help.
He is asleep.
Okay, and then after that's all said and done, Alastor's gonna step out on the balcony and he's gonna call out to Lucia to join him.
Lucia's just gonna take a really big old sigh and look at Paksu, who's completely destroyed her row with soy sauce, alcohol, and probably drool. And follow
Little bit.
Alastor out to the balcony.
And he'll close the sliding glass door behind him, and he's already made an espresso martini along with his nightly vice. He's got his own, but it's a glass of Armagnac, and then he's got a cigar that he's firing up.
No,
Our friends are insane.
I feel like smoking, and I wasn't even here for the entire day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna stop if you want, but
No, you
you always give me such a disgusted look whenever it's mentioned too.
know, it just lingers on my clothes, and then it doesn't mix well with the perfume that I'm wearing that day.
I know, I know.
Man, after all that, Allie,
Yeah.
why are you screwing around with demons, huh?
I am doing no such thing. That's just the people we've chosen, or the people that we've been saddled with, is also one of those things that they come with their own baggage, and apparently we get to inherit the responsibility of taking care of that too.
I told Coraline that I would pay for anything to fix this problem, and she just got really angry at me and walked out. So,
Yeah, the problem with mentioning money to people who didn't grow up with it, they can't fathom how useful it is beyond just money can't fix everything, which in her case probably not. But if you're gonna stay in an emotional spot, being told this will fix it, probably not gonna be the best for them. I don't know what Coraline told you either. So
she said that Paksu was mad at her, Delilah was mad at her, and that she's cursed and she's upset. That a ghost, a demon, a wraith, a specter keeps visiting her once a day.
Is it the same one that Delilah brought into our house during breakfast?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, is Coraline taking this burden as entirely hers, and is that why it's upsetting her so much?
I mean, you would have to ask her if she didn't want to communicate to me, but I
She
assume
wasn't
so.
very communicative with me either. That's why I don't know. Figured if you had a read on her more than I did, I'm not entirely sure, but it's been a very long, very stressful day overall.
Yeah, you find anything you wanna take? I heard the Jade and Emerald were out on the streets the other day. Always go after them.
I didn't know they upgraded themselves to being streetwalkers, but it suits them.
Still
You know, that was catty. I need to retract that. I know, but
It was beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
no, the the brigade is making its way into Century City, though.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Been looking for that one for a long time.
Yep, the grand complication is making itself far more complicated than it needs to be to grab, but apparently they're going to be dropping it off at the Century City Bank for safe holding. No clue on who owns it, but I seem to have somebody else who's competing with me for first dibs.
Well, you say competing with me. What? I thought it was
Competing
us.
with me, competing with us. Yes, there is that.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's not.
But this is somebody who works alone, or is famously known for working alone.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Phantom?
What are we, 8? Is that like some kind of comic book hero?
No, that is the moniker that he's gone with. Whereas ours is the ace, the pocket aces. His is the
Yes.
Phantom. But it's just been Marco reached out to me and let me know that there was going to be some movement regarding the brigade. So I
Well-
managed to make a little bit of trouble for him, just on the off chance that he was doing what I thought he was going to do.
Which he
Be a little
probably
harder on
was
me too.
doing.
Probably be a little harder on me at times, but I know how to work around the complications I gave him. So it's not going to be moving quick. It's going to take him a little while. But I heavily fear, that I need to show up to family dinner to get the next part of this.
Alastor, Mother is still getting the red out of the wine from the last time I threw it.
Yeah, but they do it every month. So
Alright.
this time I'll probably show up, but it's going to be bad. So I will need you there.
Ooh. Wow, you saying you need me there, but then talk about this watch like you're the only thing competing for it. So
Well,
confusing, man.
you've never shown interest in the watch other than the interest that I've shown it.
Yeah, that's...
It's never really been your goal. But
Oh,
you
right.
do. You are part of the team. I'm not denigrating or removing your piece of the puzzle. It's just Marco contacted me, and there's an element of, I won't even say rivalry, but it seems like it's personally aimed at me.
Very
So it wasn't to take away from you. Yes, but it wasn't to take away from you.
No, this conversation was very much to take away from me. But I'm glad that you're handling this Phantom. And you know, when I have to get the mink coat out, eventually save your ass again, and I'll put $100 in the sword jar. I'll say it. When I have to save your ass
Beat me to
again,
it.
I am
200.
more than willing to put on the coat and come get you down at the docks because you were being stupid and it's all about me.
Well, I would never take away an opportunity for you to come and bust my balls.
I do it every day. I never miss an
I
opportunity.
know, but you do it so much better with the mink coat on. It's just, it's really a class act when the coat's on.
Yeah, when I come in and you're tied to a chair and there's like 9 different armed guards and I'm like, oh wow, regular Tuesday because he didn't listen to me or include me in his plans. But I think we should probably solve this murder.
Yeah,
I don't know when the next
benefactor does
family
not
dinner
really
is.
patient.
Do we need family dinner soon? Do I need to call mother and father?
No, I know their normal time period's in the next week or so. Maybe the end of it. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll plan around that. For now, solve the murder, help Coraline, help Paksu, figure out where Delilah went, and then plan dinner for the crew. Which making food's not going to be hard. Finding a safe house will be hard, but we do need to figure out some kind of etiquette for people who didn't have money growing up. We can't be slinging around the words. We can't be slinging around the phrases poor, not well off, basically the butler. Different types of ways you could say it is just, they don't take it as well as we do, you know?
Alastor, this has been a terrible conversation.
Yeah, I know. They can't all be fun. But good news is the new compilation for badminton dropped, so
We haven't had our wall game yet, but Paksu is also asleep. And I don't
yeah,
want to wake
and
him
we
up.
have the TV. He won't wake up, I promise. I may have put something extra in his drink earlier.
Oh, that's so nice of you. You're in such a good mood today. You know, it's all about me versus the Phantom. You can't call people poor, Lucia. We have to
Well, you
host
can't call people
dinner.
lower. That's a you thing, you know. That you can't call people poor. I haven't called
I
them
have to
poor
go
yet.
see. I have to come to dinner. Poor me. All right,
Yeah.
star of the show here, Alastor.
None of that makes me want to be front and center. That's why I'm including you.
Oh,
You've
thank
always been
you.
much better at that than me.
Yes, thank you for pitying me, Alastor.
Yes. If you want to take it as pity, that's a you thing, not a me.
a small note. The monthly Kensington family dinner is the last Sunday of every month.
What's today's date?
Today's the
Should be
13th.
Wednesday. Oh, so we got
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
So we still have our compilation we can go watch, and then I'm gonna go to bed and try and sleep off the immense headache that's trying to worm its way into my brain. Are you going to be okay?
yeah, I'll be fine. Nothing crazy's happened to me, you know. I don't have any bruises from, you know, demons and,
Yeah.
you know.
That's still smart.
only
I don't know
a little-
why my hands went through them.
Yeah, no, my ego's only a little hurt, and glad to see that you're independent as ever. I think I might go poke Poxy with like a bottle of wine and see if he wakes up. Maybe pull some herbs out.
There's some herbs out.
Yeah, get some. Maybe this thing gets like weed or something.
You
Think
gonna
he'll
try and
wake
get
up
him to smoke
like that?
oregano?
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious now.
No, you're going to bed. I'm mad at you.
Yeah, I mean, you can record it though.
Yeah, I can record it, but I won't give you that entertainment. Foxy waking up to oregano.
Potentially. I don't know. You could be deadly asleep at this point, but
He's dead.
tomorrow's gonna be another long day. So, do you? Oh, by the way, with your retail therapy, did you buy anything that would match the gunmetal blue shark skin suit that I have?
What was I born yesterday? I already have 2 of those.
I know, but I don't know if anything on the new lineup was available.
I'm not telling you.
Every time.
I want you to go to bed and think about it.
Duly noted. He'll finish his drink, and he'll lean over and give her a kiss on top of the head, and then he's gonna go back to inside.
Okay. So you're heading to bed?
hmm
Okay. Lucia? She's heading to bed?
Lucia doesn't go to bed as early as Alastor. She's gonna be up in her library, probably reading about demonic possessions.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
One of her rare niche topics that she needs to get into. Not before pulling out oregano and sprinkling it in front of Foxy, just to see that it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. No, he's dead to the world. Yeah.
And then she eventually falls asleep in the library.
A couple hours later, around 11:30, you do get a phone call, Alastor, from the library.
He'll wake up. 11:30 is his bedtime, so he'll take the phone call right before.
Alastor, sorry, I missed your call. My phone died and then didn't have a charger. Finally got one. Still at my family's place? Everything good over there?
Yeah. No. He's kind of sitting up in bed. I mean, it's taken care of now, but Coraline was pretty decently upset. Paksu was handling things in the normal way that he handles them, which can't fault him, but at the same time was not conducive to helping quite yet. When Coraline left, she was in tears and a little bit more frustrated. She was trying to explain to us what had happened, and
Yeah.
she was accosted by several of the guards that we have here in the building. Unfortunately,
Wait.
they were possessed.
Okay, hold on. Wait. The guards were possessed and they attacked her. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. We managed to,
Okay.
Lucia and I managed to take them down. And once you knocked out the human part component, the spirits or demons or whatever it is that was infecting them or taking hold of them fled. Color was purple, if that means anything to you.
It might not. I think.
What
This is
else?
why-
Oh, when I tried to grab one of them, my hands went through them. Not all the time, but it's like they could change in and out of the ability for stuff to move or phase through them.
Phasing abilities is. Oh, okay, so it seems like they are possessed by a spirit that had phasing abilities.
Yeah.
And so things
More or
can
less.
move through them and they can move through things. Is everybody okay? Where's Paksu?
Paksu is asleep in our condo. He's fine. He's got a little bit of oregano on him from, I think.
Okay.
Lucia is irked with me for several good reasons. I can't fault her for that.
That makes sense. Okay. And Coraline?
And Coraline is shaken, scared, upset, but she's overall healthy and she's in her room for right now, or at least her apartment. She brought chickpea with her, so she should be okay. I would suggest if you're going to show up, we do it in the morning, and we'll handle ground or damage control from there.
I was going to. I think I agree with you. Okay, if everybody's okay. Okay. This sounds really stressful, but if everybody's okay, I'm gonna stay the night at my family's house because it's a little too late. I don't want to drive too late.
Yeah, I'm a little banged up, but everybody else is fine. So.
She gives a big sigh. Okay. Then I'll see everybody in the morning. I think I have to. I'll call into work late, but I think we should get to the casino. And I'll check in with
And
them.
just as a side note, something for you to think about.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna need to teach all of us something to help Paksu out if you're not here. Like, and I don't mean to banish spirits or any other stuff, but
Yeah.
if there's some kind of small ritual we can do for him, like if there's a way we can make him invisible to spirits or to at least like ward him from them, that would be immensely helpful to take him out of danger.
When is that dinner actually? With everybody coming?
We haven't planned it yet, so whenever Coraline and whenever you have your family members ready, then we'll throw it. So.
Because my grandmother's actually the most experienced in this, and I think she would be the best person to try to teach everybody. And I'll be honest.
And you want to do that
I'm
at
not
dinner?
Yeah, I think that would be a good place since we're all going to be there together anyway.
Potentially, but I don't know about Coraline's brother. You see what I'm saying?
Well, maybe we could do it when he leaves.
All right. That I can work with.
Okay. If everything's okay, then for now, I'll be there in the morning.
All right. And then I'll keep an eye on them for now. I am going to go to bed. I am exhausted and I have a headache. So.
Okay. Good night.
Night.
She hangs up.
And Alastor will text Lucia and give her like a quick rundown of the conversation just so she's in the loop. Even if she's still mad at him, he's still helping out.
Yeah, she has a book on demons resting on her chest. And she sleeps in the library. And we transition to the next day. Paksu.
Alastor will wake up at his normal time.
What is that, 5 a.m.?
It's 6
It'd be
a.m.
5. It's like 5:45. Yeah, he's awake. He stays in bed for like 15 minutes, but before he goes to go do his labs, he walks to the front door and opens it and greets the doorman who's bringing up like 7, 8 different types of newspapers from all across the city.
Yeah.
He's pulling them inside and he's just placing them in strategic spots around the apartment. Basically, places Lucia ends up at certain points. Whether or not she reads the papers is entirely up to her, but he has them there for her. She's more up to date on current events than he is, especially with the goings on around the city.
Okay, interesting. A physical paper is.
It's a practice dance. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even though all the information is online.
It's not the same. Lucy likes to use her hands.
A tactile feeling, I get it.
And then he'll do his laps.
Okay, and you go to the gym. Get
The infinity
get
pool.
labs in. Okay. It's 6 a.m. Delilah is making her way there. Is there anybody else that's up?
Poxy's out stone cold still.
That makes sense.
She doesn't wake up until like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, Delilah's going to guess that Alastor is the only one that's up and goes to the gym. Sees you. You're about an hour. How long do you?
It's about an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. she's coming in. You're at like the 45-minute mark.
Mhm.
I'm guessing you're sweaty and all that good stuff.
Well, he's been swimming, so that's like where he's
Oh,
basically in the pool. So
laps.
she's come.
I thought you were running.
Yeah,
You meant in
Oh.
the pool.
you can find him at the pool. That's where she knows he would be.
Yep. Head comes out of the water. You see Delilah standing there. She has coffee in her hand. Morning.
Morning. That for me, or is that entirely yours?
No. One's for you. I got your order. I'm pretty sure this is your order.
As and he's looking at his weight, and he's like the cortado, with cinnamon dust on top.
Exactly. I'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding.
it's like, this is an Americano. You lied to me. I'll drink it later.
Right.
Or push himself up and out of the pool.
That is what I told them.
Yeah.
So, rough night last night, huh?
Yeah, that's the mild way of putting it. Foxy's still asleep. Lucia's asleep for now. Haven't been able to check on Coraline yet, but I imagine she's sleeping too, or I hope she is. She seemed pretty stressed out and emotional yesterday.
Yeah, it's probably best to just let them not sleep it off, but get some rest. And I don't want to interrupt it. Maybe they'll feel refreshed in the morning, or at least a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, come to terms with it however you need to, but I'm just concerned is the only word I can use here. How about you? How was going home for the evening?
Well, it was nice. I haven't seen them in a few days, but I went back because they have a little bit more information than I do about certain things. There's a spirit that seems to be attached to Coraline, and I was trying to see if something happened when someone was young, will it transfer to when they're older? Will their consciousness be young? And apparently the spirit will grow in age. So even if you died at 5, if it's 15 years later, there's a possibility that it could be an adult that reaches out to you. Which
That's bizarre. Can it manifest as an adult, or will it actually become an adult?
What do you mean by manifest as an adult?
All right, so if you look at the spirits, and if you're telling me what I think it is, and I'm just spitballing here, but let's assume that the spirit is made entirely up of energy, right? Some kind of energy that infuses a person or mortal shell, however you want to say it. If it dies at 5, or if the person that contains it dies at 5 years old, and then the spirit basically has that time to grow in power and strength, could it manifest itself could it appear to people as being a 5-year-old, or could it appear to people as being older? Can it choose its shape and form?
It would appear as is the thing. If it hasn't completely, it's kind of complicated, but if it hasn't completely accepted its fate, it will continue to grow. And so it would appear as an older person.
Oh, she froze.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
We lost our MC.
Oh, man.
No.
Testing.
And she's still in Foundry.
Is
I
this
could still hear you guys.
And
stream dead too?
the stream is dead too.
Oh, the computer's full dead.
Yeah. She might have
That's
lost power.
She can still hear us.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
She's
Are you back?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your stream is
Is
dead.
the stream
though.
back?
I'm just reloading. Yeah, it's back.
Oh,
It's
okay. I don't know. Slight. There is a storm outside. So that might be it.
You're still recording?
Yeah. The recording was still going on. The most important part. So what she was saying is, if a spirit can be trapped kind of between life and death, and unable to move on or wake up in a sense, so that it could still grow since it hasn't chosen one side or the other.
Right.
And I think something like that is attached to Coraline.
Well, so Coraline didn't really get into the specifics with me, and
Yeah.
Lucia didn't either, but What exactly are we dealing with?
I know that it's a feminine spirit. It's a female spirit, very angry with her, but we don't know why yet. And when I was touching her hands in your apartment, I wasn't trying to reach out to any spirit in particular. Something came over me, just like it happened to Paksu. I wasn't reaching out for anybody. And
So you weren't purposefully calling it that, you just put the tethers out there and something answered.
Exactly. And I talked to her, and her past is riddled with women disappearing around her. And the spirit.
And his immediate thought is going to Lucia. Like,
Yeah.
is there a pattern to the women?
No, it's just she said if they're around her for around 3 months, women start disappearing, or girls.
Then how come you and Lucia haven't?
I have no idea. I talked to my family about that as well, and no definitive answer. It might be because of what I can do and my abilities, or, I mean, Lucia and I are both special, I guess. So that might be it.
Yeah. Gifted. Yeah,
So
we'll say gifted.
Maybe the women who have disappeared are just regular people.
There's that. But all right. Well,
But if they're regular,
what about the case?
Yeah, the case. Yeah, the benefactor still wants us to figure this out. So
Yeah.
that is
I
still
mean,
one of
we're
our
not going to figure it out
responsibilities.
anytime soon. Staying around here, I am
Yeah.
planning on going back to the casino. So I'm gonna let Lucia and Paksu know. Are you going to be able to join us, or is your day job going to be taking time away?
I can go in late. I'm thinking about my caseload. I have the time to go in a little bit later, not too late, but the
Yeah.
casino
Well,
usually. I'm sorry.
I feel it'd probably be better if you just show up to your job at normal time. Paksu probably won't wake up until 9 or 10, maybe even noon. I'm not entirely sure. Lucia's gonna have her own schedule to keep. Later in the day is probably better off anyway.
So go to the casino. What, around 5,
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give you time to do your job. You want to take any time off, everything will be kosher, and then we can do this on our own time. And that'll give me a little bit of time to investigate around it.
Okay. Let me know if anything happens.
Cool.
My phone's on, charged. If I need to rush over here, I will.
All right. Then I will finish this up, and then I will see you later on.
Okay.
Thanks for the coffee.
It's not a cortado, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay.
It's probably just black coffee.
Yeah. She's ordering I guess he likes black.
Mhm.
She kind of just claps you on the shoulder, and then lets you know. Okay, I'll see you later.
Alrighty. Check on Coraline before you leave.
Okay. Yes, I will do. I will do that.
Okay.
And she makes her way out.
Yeah. He'll disdainfully look at the coffee and just set it down and finish his laps.
Come on, you could finish it. Oh my god.
This is a $7 coffee. I can't.
Yeah, no, she got it at a Starbucks on the way here, and not at the coffee place here.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cheap.
He knows very well. Nico wouldn't screw him over like that.
Is there anything anybody would like to do before we kind of we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Before we kind of montage it out until the end of the day.
Well, I think Paksu will eventually wake up, maybe once Lucia's up and about and making noise.
Okay. Is that around 9?
He'll find the...
9, 10?
Sorry?
Is that around 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. Is that about right, Lucia?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he'll-
Lucia would wake up at 9 o'clock and just rustle and then get changed and then come downstairs.
Okay. Yeah, you'll find Paksu trying to sweep up all the oregano crumbs into a rolling paper, which he's turning into a little bit of a joint as
Okay.
Leslie lights it up in your living room.
You know that's oregano.
That's an herb, right?
It's not gonna do anything for you, but I think Alastor owes me some money now that you're gonna smoke that.
Yeah. Where is your brother?
Probably getting changed. Probably already should be making me breakfast right now, to be
Exactly.
honest.
I had the exact same thought. And I also need a new bathrobe. This one is
You're not getting a new one.
okay.
Okay. Yeah,
As he's-
I'm
he's-
gonna go find my brother.
Okay.
Where's Alistair? It's been a couple hours later after he done his laps.
Yeah. Alistair would have done his thing. He's probably in his study currently. So in his room, there is like a section that's been hollowed out specifically for his drawing designs. He's got a big sheaf of like blue paper across an easel, and he's got a white pen, and he's kind of going through and he's sketching out a design for a building. And it's Lucia would probably recognize it almost immediately. It's a mock-up of the Century City Bank that he knows just from memory, having studied it so often.
Okay.
So, is breakfast not on the table?
Well, breakfast is ready.
Okay.
Did you step into the kitchen, or did you just go bother Paksu?
I went to go bother Paksu and he was smoking the oregano.
He's actually smoking the oregano?
Yep.
I can't believe I took the over on that one. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I may.
What was the bet again?
I may as well just get the mink coat out.
No,
I don't know.
You don't need it for that.
I don't know, but we have to figure out what's going on. I don't know. Do you have plans for today? Something to go steal? Maybe I can find a gala to attend. I don't know. I haven't shown my face out in a while.
It has been a while since we made an appearance.
Alistair,
For later on at the day.
you get a phone call.
And Alistair will look at it. Is it a number he recognizes?
It's Marco.
Okay. He's like, we're gonna have to go to the casino later on. 1 second. And he'll put it on speaker because he trusts Lucia. He doesn't care about keeping secrets from her. He'll set the phone down. What's up, Marco?
He goes, morning Ace, is this line secure?
Yep. Secure, safe, and sound.
No, I got one little tip for you regarding the bank. It's not
all
much.
right.
It's not much.
Listen, any little bit helps, you know that.
Apparently, I was talking to one of my guys who's really good with tech and all that. Security system at the bank shows very subtle signs of a breach. Blink and you'll miss it.
Great.
Expertly covered up, though.
Right. So it's a test run. It's not crippling yet.
That's all I got for you today, though.
Yeah, no, that's better than nothing. Any kind of movement I want to know about. So as soon as you hear about it, let me know. Say hi to Lucia.
Oh, Lucia's there. Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Luce.
Hi, Marco.
Yeah.
Feel like,
Awkward
not-
silence.
feel like not
Stunning
including
chemistry
me
between you two.
including in these calls anymore?
I think she rejected him a couple times, and it's always been awkward since then.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Sonny?
I said, feel like not including me in these phone calls anymore?
Well, I mean, Alice has always been my main contact, so, and you've just been there, so you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've asked for your number. I'm not getting into this.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get into this. Anyways, thanks for the great info.
There you go. Ace, if I got any more tips, I'll call you back.
Appreciate it, Marco. Keep your head up.
Then he hangs up.
I always love watching him flounder whenever you're on the line.
And you want to not include me on these calls? Shame.
He called me whenever you weren't around. I couldn't have included you across the city, unfortunately. Eventually, if we can figure it out, we need to figure out how to do telepathy so you can also be there. But until then,
Yeah, well, we can figure it out.
Until then.
We
yeah,
can figure everything out.
exactly. Telepathy is just some metaphysical concept. We can crack that. Simple, easy, really.
Okay.
That comes into
is
stuff
Pe-
on us.
Yeah, is Paxu dead? I don't hear him. Did the oregano kill him? Can oregano kill you if you smoke it?
I'll take the
It-
over on that.
Google search.
Apparently can make you paranoid, hallucinate.
That's a Google search.
I know if you,
Yeah.
it's like I know if you eat too much nutmeg, it like causes your brain to swell, but and
Yeah.
your body retains water, but still. But Alistair will put his pen down and leave the design there. Stand back up, fix everything, and step back outside so that he can assemble breakfast for Lucia and Paxu.
Yeah. Paxu will be pacing your living room by this point. Just trying to look at he's lifting every little piece of furniture, like anything on your mantelpiece, looking behind pictures. I think somebody's spying on you, Alistair. I can just feel there's eyes. There's eyes everywhere.
Is that the demons
walking
talking?
by. No, I think that might be the oregano talking. It might be both. It might be both. But
I mean,
Paxu, I mean, just for your peace of mind, and if people are spying on me or us, look at me and then look at Lucia and then look at me and tell me why they wouldn't want to spy on us. It's a whole thing.
And what about me?
Well, no, you're obviously going to have the camera on you 24/7, but you were asleep.
Yeah.
Or
I think I really could use a new bathrobe, though. Alistair, think I could borrow one?
yeah. You know where my closet's at. Just the side closet, the smaller one off the left-hand side. That one's for you. I have several dozen in there for you. Just take your pick.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Breakfast will be ready in 3 minutes, so don't dilly-dally.
You'll find that off the royal blue, your bathrobe full of stains and stuff, lying in the closet floor.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those. I think Alistair's accepted the mess that is Paxu, so it hasn't ruined anything for him yet, so it hasn't become detrimental to Alistair. It's like a mild, not even an inconvenience, but it is amusing to a degree. But he's also still trying to take care of him.
At breakfast, I'm gonna lean over to Lucia and say, I know you like your Dior and everything, but are any of your clothes like magical? I mean, can it turn into little things like this? And I'll hold up the gear / sequin.
No. A gear? What is this? The 1910s? Are we doing any?
But,
Do you need a
but look,
watch for that?
if you turn
I
it
mean,
this
I
way,
have watches.
it turns into a shiny little sequin. Turn it this way, it looks like a little gear.
No, I've never seen that before. I mean, I could probably ask around to see if I know anybody that would make that. Some pretty high-tech stuff.
Alastor, are we going back to the casino today?
Yeah, we're not going back until around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, just to give Delilah a chance to accompany us, and then give us a little bit of time to plan our ingress. Hopefully, Coraline will be available at that time too. Like, I know she wasn't feeling the hottest last night, so
Delilah's back.
yeah, she came by this morning. I told her to check on Coraline and everybody else. So for right now, we are good. And she said she'll be available later on today. If we need to call her, phone is charged. That was the reason she wasn't answering any of us. And so she thinks she has part of Coraline's issue figured out and might know a way to stop it, but no guarantee.
He will take out his cell phone and look for any messages from Delilah, any response from the text that he sent.
Yeah. It's just a couple. She saw the wall of text that you sent, and it's voice messages that you hear. So it's her just saying, "Listen, are you okay? Everything's okay. I'm okay. I came this morning, but I knew that you were asleep, and I'll see you later on today."
You'll just get one more text message back. Don't leave me again.
Paksu, she'll text you back, like, immediately. I can't be around you 24/7, but I'll do my best, okay?
Bad things happen when you're not here.
She sighs. You can't see it. She's at work. She says, "Will I see you later?"
Get a little thumbs up emoji.
"Please wear pants," is the next text.
Shrug.
I'll bring some. Okay.
You got
So
thumbs upped.
Wait, what's the plan today then?
I have the laptop and I have Ashley's phone and the phone records that are at least located on it. Me and Lucia are going to start reaching out to people we know, potentially. Lucia, does Chappie have any experience with decoding phone calls, or at least getting that information? I know he can do magnificent things with the computer, but I don't know if that's in his wheelhouse or not.
I mean, he hacked that one girl's Instagram account, and like that's basically the same thing, right?
More or less. All he's got to do is get the records from the FCC, figure out where the phone's coming from at least. Then I need you to look at the laptop photos with me, because I can see it, but I need another set of eyes.
Yeah, I can also ask around about this dress, see if I know anybody that's been working on some magical things.
Also, Marty, if he's blackmailing her, he might run in some of the circles I used to when I first got kicked out.
Okay, is this about me again? Do you just
No.
want to wobble like right now? I swear.
No, it's not. It's not about you. This is just a question.
I don't know, Alastor. I don't know what you were up to when you got kicked out of the house.
Yes,
I
you
was
do.
stuck at home.
But this is more. No, you know what I was up to. But I'm saying, if she's doing what I think she's doing, and he's blackmailing her for it, there's not very many people that take to that kind of line of work in the city. Not successfully, anyway. So maybe he's kind of in the same boat. I'm not entirely sure, but I also don't know anything about Marty. So if we can figure out where he is or who he is, that would help tremendously. But I don't. We don't know anybody in our general social networking circle named Marty,
No, that sounds like a poor name.
right? Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at least have like a full name. Like, why are we ending in Y?
Yeah, it's like maybe it's a nickname. I don't know. It's probably his real name. I don't want to give him that much benefit of the doubt. It's probably his real name that ends in a Y on his birth certificate.
Embarrassing.
So embarrassing. But yeah, let's start. I'm gonna start reaching out to see if you want to take a look at these photos and the phone records.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah, actually. Do you have anybody on like in your contact list that can work with phone records, or at least has like some kind of public relations?
No. You're my only friends.
Oh.
uh, that's no, that tracks. That's fine. And I hate to ask this of you because I know how traumatizing it is, but do you like? I know Delilah can summon spirits, or at least that's what I think they are. Can you talk to them, or do they just abuse you?
It's a little bit of both. More on the
Yeah.
abusive side, but
Right. And I don't want to ask it because I know how traumatizing it is for you, but is it a possibility that you could talk to Ashley, her spirit, assuming that it hasn't moved on?
I would actually like that very much.
Okay. What do I need to do to help facilitate that for you?
I guess I should go to where her body is first.
So back at the casino. Oh, well, no, it got moved.
Is that the morgue?
Where did it get taken to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucia, you feel like going to a morgue?
Yeah, Delilah was teaching me about blood thinners recently, and I've been really interested in the left forearm and how that reacts to certain contractions.
Vasodilation. That'll be fun. All right. So Coraline's going to be out of commission for a little bit. I assume Delilah's busy at work, but maybe we can call her. If you can call her and ask her what morgue they moved her to, we can head that way, and we'll see if you can't get a read on the body.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll let
Poxy, let's
Provided you're
do a
comfortable with it.
If Delilah's there.
little adventure.
Okay. Little adventure. Road trip.
Road trip.
All right.
In the Bentley this time.
Oh, not the party van?
No.
In the Bentley.
In the Bentley this time. Also, not for nothing, but I feel like for now, being sober is the plan to have. Afterwards, we can celebrate, but for now, sober is the key word here.
Sometimes, Alastor, you can be so boring.
Yeah,
I said
that's
last
me.
night.
Fine.
Okay, so it's
And then Alistair will fill up his
Yeah.
hip flask just in case.
just in case. Always got to have it ready.
Yep. He's nothing if not prepared.
There we go. Always 2 steps ahead, that Alastor. Okay, so it sounds like there's plans that you guys have before the casino later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like we should do that because I know we're getting a little close. Or you?
Or it is time. Yeah, I was gonna say this is where we're going to
Okay.
end the session, so that we can go over like the end of session stuff as well. But it sounds like we have some plans set up that we can kind of execute on as soon as we get back to it. Next week is our week off, but after that, sounds like we got some solid leads. So
Yep, I'm gonna write that in
Yeah.
our notes too, just so that we have it all there.
his
So plan
extensive
for that.
notes, folks. I mean,
Right. Yes. Yeah.
stenographer
so good.
what?
So many notes. Yeah. Listen, I'm no Trudy, but
Oh yeah. I don't think no one's Trudy.
No, it's true.
nobody can
Whoa.
match Trudy on that the running stream of consciousness magnificence that was her note taking.
No, these are more like realistic. Like what an
Yeah.
average person, like if you're actually like a detective, you're jotting down,
Yeah.
just really
Little
quick,
key
like,
portions of it.
yeah, like cliff notes.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and that's where we'll end the session for tonight, everybody. Some interesting stuff happened, some revelations, lots of conversations. But next session, we got a lot of stuff we can execute on and move forward. So
Yep.
I think I spent the entire session wrong.
Yes.
yeah, we gotta do something. We gotta. We got to get him moving. We got to get him in some pants and get him out in the world.
He doesn't need pants.
Ah, that's what people
Who
say
needs
ever
pants?
since COVID.
Yeah.
Pants, schmants.
Pants are boring.
Okay.